And in what seems to be becoming something of an annual thing, depending on whether or not Tina and Amy continue to host, this is my review of the Golden Globe Awards from last night, from my car, once again. So, if I had to pick maybe one sentence to describe the entire evening, it would be drunker than usual. Because it seems, whether it was intentionally done, like with Emma Thompson, which was hilarious, or with Diddy, which was completely awkward, everyone just seemed more drunk than they usually are at the Golden Globes. Because, I mean, I know that the Golden Globes is supposed to be the time where the actors let their hair down and everyone's loose because they're at tables drinking and whatnot, but it just seemed like it was more so than usual. Sometimes for our benefit in terms of entertainment, sometimes not in our benefit in terms of making us feel awkward and queasy and just, I don't know. Diddy being drunk was weird. Unless he wasn't drunk and he was just acting weird. So, either way. As for the hosts, they were magnificent as usual because, I mean, Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, they're hilarious on their own and they're even better together. I love the banter, sort of back and forth they had with certain audience members, obviously with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, which if they could somehow make it a trio and add her in the mix in hosting, it would just be the best evening ever. And I just don't understand why all of the award shows have not decided to bring Tina and Amy on as the hosts, because they're fantastic. And the way that they do things with the audience, like the back and forth, because they kept messing with Matt Damon, jokes with Tom Hanks, it's just the audience responds to them so well because they know how to play an audience. That's what they've always done as, you know, sketch performers. So now on to the actual awards given out. I've not seen really any of the movies that are nominated. Probably the only one that I've seen is Gravity. The rest are all on the list of movies that I want to eventually see, but I've seen most of the television shows. So half of the time I was just like, oh, okay, so-and-so won, whatever, and the other half of the time I was like, yay, so-and-so won, or no, why did so-and-so lose? So, yeah. I was really happy for Breaking Bad. They won for Best Drama, and Bryan Cranston won for Best Actor because all other acting pales in comparison to Bryan Cranston's portrayal of Walter White. And for him to not have gotten a Golden Globe before, apparently. I assumed he had gotten Golden Globes before because he had gotten several Emmys for Breaking Bad, but first Golden Globe, but, you know, I guess better late than never. The acceptance speech that Vince Gilligan / Aaron Paul gave, the very little tidbit at the end, I loved that. I'm kind of sad now because I came to the realization last night while watching the Golden Globes that they're only going to come together one more time for the Emmys this year, and then that's it. The cast won't get back together for anything. And I absolutely love the cast. They're acting in such like a deep, serious, dark drama type thing, but they seem to have so much fun together, whether it is at award shows or behind the scenes or whatever else it may be. They just seem to have so much fun together, and it's going to only happen one more time. And I'm just so sad to see that go. But, you know, all good things must come to an end, I guess. Perhaps the thing that I was most excited about, the award that just made me scream aloud and go crazy, was seeing Amy Poehler finally win something for her portrayal of Leslie Knope on Parks and Recreation, because Lord knows that woman has been nominated so many years in a row for Golden Globes, for Emmys, and has never won an award, which blows my mind because it's such phenomenal just acting and comedic timing from her on that show, but she's never won a serious award for it. So for her to finally win, it just made me so happy. I'm so happy for her. She had just a wonderful night overall. Great hosting. She wins Best Actress in a Comedy, and you could just tell that so many people were so happy for her. The Parks and Rec table went crazy. Tina was so happy for her. I I was so happy that Amy Poehler has finally won something, especially now that it seems that Parks and Rec may or may not be coming back for too long, so she may not have an opportunity to win Best Actress Leading Role in a Comedy anymore, so yeah, pretty happy about that too. It was pretty cool to see Leo win a Golden Globe. Maybe he'll win an Oscar this year, probably not though, because Leo and the Oscars don't get along for some reason. I guess the Oscars are on the wooden floating cabinet and there's just no room for him on there. Bad Titanic joke there. Also the fact that the Golden Globe splits theirs between comedy / musical and drama, and the Oscars does not, so I doubt he'll end up winning it. Too bad, too sad for Leo. He'll probably just be sitting there like, yep, I'm used to this by now. Getting a nomination and not getting the award, whatever. You know, him and Amy used to be able to get together, I'm sure, and be like, yeah, we never win anything, but now Amy doesn't have to. Not anymore. I also found it weird that there were a lot of actors who, after winning their award, would get on stage and say that they were nervous or that they didn't know what to say and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's one thing to, you know, act surprised, but for so many of them to say, they're like, oh, I'm shaking, I'm nervous, and, you know, Jennifer Lawrence started it, and then it seemed that everyone followed suit. But, come on, you're actors. Your thing is to get on stage in front of people and in front of cameras and whatnot and perform and to say things, and here you are not knowing how to perform when it's your thing to perform. I don't know. I just found it weird. I'm used to seeing, you know, the directors and producers and whatnot, they not knowing what to say or what to act or being shaky and nervous because they're usually behind the camera. They're not used to being in front of it. But I don't know. It seemed pretty weird that so many actors felt that same way when they shouldn't, because they're supposed to get on stage and get in front of cameras and say things and do things. Anyway, I was happy for 12 Years a Slave to win for Best Picture. I haven't seen it, because like I've said, I haven't seen most of these movies, but it seemed pretty well deserved to me, because just the previews make me feel very, like, emotionally moved, more so than most full-length movies that are supposed to be emotionally moving. And I'm hoping now that it's won the Golden Globe that it will play in a theater near me and I will be able to go watch it with someone, because, you know, that would be nice. Other little tidbits that I liked, Melissa McCarthy's impression of Matt Damon. It wasn't anything special, but it cracked me up. I could not stop laughing. I liked it when Seth Meyers was able to present the award to Andy Samberg, because it's, you know, one buddy presenting it to another. It made me happy. Emma Thompson, because she deserves to be mentioned twice, was absolutely wonderful in her drunkenness, whether real or feigned. And I think that's probably it. I now need to go watch all of those movies that have won awards before Oscar season, so that I can have a nice prediction type of slate beforehand. Maybe I'll enter into an Oscar pool if I actually watch everything, because that would be cool, right? I don't know. Anyway, Oscars were great, or Oscars? Golden Globes were great. Tina and Amy were wonderful. Some cool presentations by some people, some weird ones by others, you know, same old, and here's to Tina and Amy hosting the Oscars. Come on, Academy, do it. Ugh.